yo, 3 letter man. What's going on, my brother? What's popping with you?
Let me just say this also, because I don't know if a lot of fans who might not been around you, but when I went to Nexus, right, one thing I admired about you and your staff is with you, first of all, as big as you are, right, the Godfather battle, the way you treat people, Smack. I'm watching you, how you treat people. You treat everybody the same, shaking hands, taking pictures. For me to be around you for those couple of hours, you know, I just like the way hospitality shows your people that come to watch it. You are on the battle. I want to say that to you face to face as a man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, I appreciate that. But that's just my energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you knew me or if you're around me,
right.
You know what I mean, you're gonna know, like, this ain't nothing new. You know what I mean? It's all love. You understand? So
you show a lot of love. You show a lot of love. You talk to everybody. I see you talk to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to give you that right quick.
yeah.
New ventures though. We got Smack Shiesty or Deck now. What we doing?
Yeah. We got the smack packs going crazy right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Back in the days I had the smack OG. You know what I mean? Then I had to take a little break, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I just had to create some, new relationship with some new growers and everything like that. But now that I, got like, a good rapport with, some of my family that, like, you know what I mean, is in that industry. Now it's time to get to work. So, you know what I mean, the smack packs is out right now. They going crazy. Everybody is loving them. You know what I mean? And I'm just trying to basically, provide something that could, enhance the experience when, any and everybody is watching the content that, you know what I'm saying, I'll be producing. Whether it's the battle raps or the Coke Smack or Smack DVDs or whatever I got going on. Now you got something to get your mind right and just chill, zone out and relax and just chill and just, appreciate the experience,
What made you go to Twitch though? Because you were going hard with the Twitch right now, Smack. You were going super hard with Twitch, brother.
Yeah. Nah, the Twitch shit is just basically like, you know what I mean? I want to give the opportunity to get people familiar with, like, you know what I mean, my everyday life. You understand what I'm saying? For so many years, people just see me on the stage and that's it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I haven't really, like, you know what I'm saying, basically, you know what I mean? I ain't really, like, really interact too much with, like, you know what I'm saying, the people's, like, you know what I mean, like that. So now it's like I'm opening it up, my privacy to the world so everybody can see Smack in real life, IRL. You know what I mean? So, that's what I'm doing. I think, you know what I mean? My life is pretty cool, man. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me, we know. We know.
You see what's going on, man. You see how we living. You know what I mean? Stars and
God is good, right?
Cool,
God is good,
Smack.
Smack. God is good. God is good, man.
God is good all the time. All the time.
Summer Madness 15. What does that mean to you as a league owner? That's your baby.
I'm on an interview. Yeah. You said what?
I would say, what does Summer Madness 15 mean to you? I know what it means to me as a battle rap fan and as a blogger that's been there forever watching you just Smack DVDs. But for you yourself, have you take time to be like, dog, I'm on my 15th Summer Madness? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited. You know what I mean? Every Summer Madness, you know what I mean, bring me that, like, you know what I mean, that excitement, that joy, and the butterflies. You know what I mean, making sure everything goes, you know what I mean, according to plan, and I mean, I'm excited. I think that, like, you know what I mean, for this particular Summer Madness, you know what I mean, we put a real dope situation together, a real good card. So I think that, like, it's gonna be one. It's gonna be one that's gonna be, remembered for a very long time. I believe that everybody is gonna show up as far as the artists. You know what I mean? Everybody seemed like to be in that zone, and the world is watching. So that apply extra pressure to, like, the overall situation, and they know they got to show up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's gonna be pretty cool, and I'm excited. I can't wait. You know what I mean?
Smack, when I heard 50 Cent and other hip hop artists talk about London, right? And they say, and I heard Tay Rock say this on 50 Minutes of Fame also, right? What is it about the London crowd in the sense of they appreciate battle rap or hip hop in general when we come out to where they're at compared to the States where we at home? Is it because they don't see us as frequently?
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that, and then also, New York City, America is like the birth of hip hop. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely,
like
absolutely.
when we come, we bring that extra, organic energy that like, that's respected around the world.
Mm-hmm.
And they adopted, what I'm saying, our our culture as far as
Right.
the of hip hop, and I think that like they get real, like, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Homie, homie gonna shoot off and say about the hour spot. He gonna call us back. I told him just call us. We're gonna be in the mood.
I bet. All right. Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
it's in real life, y'all. It's in real life. You know, smack IRS. You know what I mean? You heard? But
You must be back in Queens, like ain't you? You in the hood, right? You in Queens, aren't you?
I'm in the X right now. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Yeah,
All right. All right.
I'm in the Bronx right now. You know what I mean? I'm in New York City. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So, it's all good. But yeah, man. At the end of the day, though, like, I think they love the energy that we bring across the Atlantic,
Right.
man. So, you know what I mean? I think that like us coming over there and not being over there on a regular basis always, you know what I mean, bring that, level of excitement to, you know what I mean, the UK. You know what I mean? I haven't been out there since the pandemic, so
Wow.
I'm excited. You
Okay.
know,
Okay.
it takes a lot for me to move though. Like, you know what I mean? It takes a lot for me to move because, you know what I mean. When I do these cards, you know what I mean. I'm bringing the whole movement with me. I'm flying. I got like 40 flights,
Yeah.
40 hotel rooms, all type of, like, you know what I mean. So
Mm-hmm.
it ain't like, you know what I mean. I'm just coming by myself.
Right.
You
Right.
feel me?
Right.
So, but when I come, I make sure that, you know what I mean, we put on for the culture of hip hop in its entirety. And, try to give, United Kingdom the real smack URL experience. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm. Getting Shotty Horroh on this card, did that seal the deal for Summer Madness? It was already a fire card, right? Without Geechee and Shotty. But getting Shotty there because that's his hometown, did that seal the deal for Summer Madness, in your opinion?
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? Shotty Horror is amazing, you know what I mean, talent when it comes to this culture, you know what I
Right.
mean? He applied a lot of contribution. He got his whole, you know what I mean, country behind him.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? I think, yeah, I mean, it definitely added, you know what I mean? It was the cherry or the icing on top
On
of
the
the
cake.
cake.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And, you know, me being, you know what I mean, the figure that I am in this culture, you know what I mean, for us to link and to have the opportunity to make history together for the first time, just made it that much more special. So, you know what I mean, that's one of the highlights of, this Summer Madness 15 that I'm looking forward to. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well,
All right. Any concern with Tay Rock battling the night before? Even though it's a one-round battle, any concern about that at all?
nah, man.
Nah,
You know, Rock do this, man.
that's true, Rock.
I mean, I throw my money on Rock, and I wanted to make sure that T Top, event, get its proper, you know what I'm saying, representation too as well. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean, and we a movement, so we all just, doing what we got to do to, like, you know what I mean, you know, um, make sure that, we establish all the brands that's connected to, you know what I'm saying, the URL and the
Right.
Smack movement. So,
Mm-hmm.
that's what it's about. So, you know what I mean? Rock gotta go into overtime. He got now it's not even overtime, it's time and a half. He only got one round. It's time and a half for Rock. You got, you know what I mean? A regular shift, then he gotta do a little, you know what I mean, extra, 4 hours.
Mm. Oh, the roof side. So we get him back right quick. Uh-oh.
You got a license.
I mean, whatever you want to do, bro.
You ain't gonna be able to.
Yeah. You can do that. Yeah. Yo, you hear me? My bad.
You
Somebody
good?
was calling my phone.
No, you good. You good. Somebody, you good. Let me ask you this though. Years ago, right? Decade ago, you said Tay Rock was your number one gunner, right? And he still maintained to be the number one gunner, right?
Yeah.
What is about Tay Rock that I got him in Mount Rushmore now, Smack? He's Mount Rushmore to me now at this point of his career.
Yeah.
What made you decide to call your number one gun at that particular time, though? That you saw it before everybody. Once you said it, you stamped it. We all ran with it, and we co-signed what you said, right?
Yeah.
So What is it about Tay Rock still being #1 gunner, still a draw, he's still fire smack. He ain't lose a fucking beat all these years, man.
Yeah. That's why he the logo though. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why he the logo. That's why it's well deserved. That's why he's the poster child of the URL movement. You know what I mean? And you know, he's been holding it down for years. You know what I'm saying? He had that special, unique gift of talent that allows him to be consistent every time he steps on the stage. You know what I mean? So, you know, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. You feel me?
Is it also him giving looks to the new talent that you have also?
Yeah, he's he's the #1 gatekeeper of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like once you don't even get a chance to see Tay Rock if you want to come into the movement. Like, you know what I mean? It's after you put in work for years that, you know what I'm saying, to actually be solidified. After you came and you put in work and you got your name, but then you get solidified and see Rock to have that conversation. And if you know what I mean, have a classic or bang out with him, then you're a made man. You're a made man after that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Has it, for you and your team, right? The stars that you breeded, right? Do you feel appreciated by the stars that you breeded? You breeded a lot of niggas, smack. A lot of niggas you breeded and gave opportunity to and looks to, you know what I mean? And stuff like that, though. Have you taken time to understand what you've done for a lot of black men and Latinos and white people also across the board?
Yeah, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Like, you know what I mean? I don't even be looking for, like, no appreciation from these dudes no more, man. At the end of the day, man, that shit don't do nothing for me. You understand what I'm saying? Some pay homage, some don't.
Right.
Some recognize, some discredit. Like, it is what it is. I'm just doing me, and, you know, I'm just focusing on my calling, on my purpose of existence and why I'm here. And I'm just gonna stand on that, like, you know what I mean, and make sure that, you know what I mean, I continue to, like, you know what I mean, just represent who I am as an individual. You know what I mean? Well,
did it ever bother you that something that you helped build when people are saying battle rap is dying now? How do you feel about that?
I mean,
is it because of y'all? Because y'all not outside as frequent as y'all all at one time, even though you get back to the shits now, though? Is it that, though?
I don't know, man. I think it's a number of different reasons why, like, people might feel that way.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know. I'm just gonna do what I gotta do to, like, you know what I'm saying, maintain and restore the energy that's needed to keep this art form alive. You know, I'm gonna just focus on that. You know, I got my own personal views. I'm pretty sure everybody else got their own personal views, so I'm not gonna really get into that.
Got you.
I'm just gonna make sure that, like, you know what I mean, I participate and play my part, play my position. Me being in the position that I am.
Right.
Make sure that, like, you know what I mean, we restore the energy and the excitement in this shit. Like, you know what I mean? So it can remain opportunity for us to, like, you know what I mean, cherish and grow and, you know, eat off of, you know, and that's just basically where I'm at with it mentally when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. October 4th, man, you're doing something different here. You're giving it. I had Monta on my show the other day. We're doing a tournament and everything. October 4th, man. A little bit of different dynamic, smack. One round, you go to you battle the next person. After that, that's what made you decide to go that route with this tournament like that.
Listen, I come up with different formats. You know what I'm saying? It's never been done before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you see people doing it after this, you already know. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know what it is. It's the same shit that's been going on for years. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the reason and how I came up with that, to answer your question, letter man, like, you know what I mean? It's just like I'm trying to basically focus on the new talent development.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? I think that's one of the aspects that's needed to actually, you know what I mean, restore the excitement in this culture and to flourish the culture, to make the culture grow with new talent. So, you know, I just came up with a program. I came up with that concept just so we get, you know what I mean, do a tournament in one day. We don't got time for, you know what I mean, waiting 2 weeks to, we're going to do this shit in one day. and we're gonna get to it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's basically, I decided to do, you know what I mean, a 8-man single eliminated tournament, 1 round
Wow.
elimination, you know what I mean? And,
Right.
you know what I mean, we're going to see what it's hitting for, you know what I mean? So, we're going to expedite the excitement level, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
And just see, like, every time I do one of these, everybody going to get a chance to see who's the winner of the shit right then and there that day, and somebody's going home with a bag.
Wow, that's dope. That's dope, Smack. So well, you're not throwing away Ultimate Madness, though, right? Is that thrown away? Or
Nah. This is just something that I'm doing on my Twitch. You know what I'm saying? If you don't follow my Twitch, please follow my Twitch, Real Smack White.
Yes.
You know, I'm putting certain programs together just for, you know what I mean, my Twitch channel and in real life. So y'all can see live what goes on and how we gonna, you know what I mean, really build this shit back up, you know what I mean, as a collective, as a community, and as a culture.
I know you're building new talent, right? And I know you're probably tired of hearing this on the streets from bloggers or people, fans and stuff, right? Guys that were on URL at one time, is there any way to make amends where that could probably, I don't know how you feel about that, to get, certain people back on?
I mean, what was the question again? I'm sorry, I just zoned out.
I apologize. There's certain guys that have been on URL brand before, right? They built their name off URL, right? And they're not here anymore. We don't see them frequently on URL, right? But a lot of us like to see these brothers back on URL because what you mean, what your brand means to the culture, right? Is there a way you can make amends to certain guys to get them back on URL behind the scenes without us knowing? Or is it too personal?
Yeah, I mean, nah, it's all business at the end of the day. If it makes sense, you know what I mean? If it makes sense, you know, we gonna make it happen. If it makes sense, you heard?
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. If it makes sense, of course. Are you back outside with the Smack Tube and everything? We back outside with that also? Not just battle rap, we doing everything now?
With what, Smack Tube?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? I got the Coke Smack out too as well. You know what I mean? Me and my brother French, you know what I mean? We bought it back for the whole DVD field to all the new artists of today. And, you know what I mean? We just building a platform for, you know what I mean, artists to, do what they do, showcase their music, their talents. And, we working, you know what I mean? Also, me and Jim Jones, Capo, we about to put something together, you know what I'm saying, too.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I'm going to do something with him. You know what I mean? We working on something that's going to be real dope for, like, you know what I mean, the tri-state area as well. So, you know what I mean? I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm back in the city. I'm back outside, you know what I mean? So, I'm just running around the city doing what I do, you know what I mean?
I love what Cabo's doing with his podcast also. We have Mano, Jim Jones, and Davies on there and everything. I love Cabo doing this podcast. I think that's dope for Cabo to do also, though. You know what I mean? For real. So, Smack, before I ain't gonna keep it too long, what should we be looking for the rest of the year, though, for URL, though?
We got Summer Madness, you know what I mean? After Summer Madness, the following week on the 27th, I got the Crucibles out in, you know what I mean, Maryland. Shout out to Kenny. Shout out to D Block. We in Martinis. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother situation for new talent. You know what I mean? The Crucibles, the weekend after that, the 4th, I believe, October 4th, I'm in Orlando with, in that tournament that we just spoke about. You know what I mean? Then I believe the following week after that, I'm in Rochester, New York. You know what I mean? So, I'm just running around, you know what I mean? And then I don't know how I'm gonna finish off the year yet. I'm still deciding if I want to do, how I want to finish off the year actually. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to just basically meditate and see what's gonna make the most sense. On how should I finish off the year? You know what I mean?
Well, I see a lot of people talking about double impact. I saw Tay Rock and Mook. Tay Rock and DNA putting challenges out there for 2-on-2. Is that something we can get before the year? Double impact?
Yeah.
Or you don't know yet? You're still working on that idea. Uh-oh. I think we might have lost Smack, y'all. Hold on. Oh, you got a phone call. Yeah, you good? I can hear you, Smack. You good? You good?
Yeah. My phone be ringing, y'all. I gotta put my shit on airplane mode.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, though, like I got a craving for double impact. I got a craving for UM Ultimate Madness. You know what I mean? You already know I like to, you know, end the year off with the volumes. You know what I'm saying? And homecomings, like, you know, I got a lot of different, you know what I mean, directions that I could go in. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm just trying to basically see what's gonna make the most sense before, you know what I mean, I make a final decision on which way, you know what I mean, I'm gonna go to end the year off.
Okay. Smack, listen, man, I don't keep you too long. I know you're busy and stuff like that, brother. I appreciate you, brother. You know, for what you did for the culture, what you mean to the culture. Everything doesn't go right, but what you've done for battle rap, for bloggers, for media, all of us, to be honest, for everybody's eat off the culture. Let's just call it what it is and be honest with it is. I appreciate you, brother. Hey,
Nah.
and you know, they say a lot of people don't got Smack's phone number.
Not everybody got my number, man.
Smack, I love you, my nigga. I appreciate you, King.
You already know, 3-letter man. You already know you can't copy respect, man. Love, bro. You already
Love,
know.
my nigga. Love. Shout out to the Godfather battle rap.